Where do you work, please?
Sure. My name is Dorothee Mertz-Weigel, and I work at Armstrong Atlantic State University in Savannah, Georgia.
All right, thank you. What kind of equipment do you need if you are going to set a video conference in your class?
For my purposes, I need a computer lab with enough computers for all of the students in my class. Usually we don't have more than 25 students in a language class, so 25 computers equipped with 25 video cameras of some sort, and a very good microphone for each computer.
Okay. What kind of software do you use?
I personally use Skype. It's Skype, and it's a free software that you can download on the internet at skype.com. And I choose it because it is free. So I hope it will never become something that you have to pay for.
Okay. What type of conference do you implement in your class?
Usually my students are paired, so in my class, I have one student in front of a computer, like each student in front of a computer, and then they usually talk to another individual in France. It's most of the time it's in France. So I guess it's one-on-one, one student to another student.
Okay. What are the advantages of using this type of technology?
For a language class, the purpose of a language class is to learn a language, obviously, and to be able to communicate in that language. And so if the more practice the students have, the more fluent and the more quickly they will become fluent. And so if they are in a class with one professor, they only get so many minutes, maybe 1 minute or 2 minutes. If there are 25 students, the class is 50 minutes. So that's approximately 2 minutes of practice per class time per student. In using Skype and other technologies like that, you increase the practice time by 50 minutes. They can speak for a whole hour in the target language with someone who will give them feedback and everything. So really, for me, it's a great advantage because the students can practice a lot more.
Thank you. And what are the drawbacks of using a technology such as Skype?
Yeah, technology is very temperamental, unfortunately. So if your internet connection is down, that causes problems, of course, because Skype works with the internet. If your microphones have a problem, then you can't hear the person because their microphone doesn't work. So you have to be very patient and be very resourceful as well if you use technology in your classroom, especially if you have a session such as a Skype session going on. A couple of things that I've done to resolve this kind of problem is to make sure that everything was working before the session started. And also I would sometimes pair students, like 2 students on one computer if I knew that, for example, that their partner was not going to be available today, or that their partner had technology problems, or we had technology problems on our side. So, there are ways to resolve it. But if the internet connection is down, that's it. We go back to the book and PowerPoints.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.